Okay, season low field goal percentage by far. The previous was 39 against Florida. 60s tied for our ASUN low. 59 is our season low. With that, second straight double-double from Brandon. And we will start with
Season low points, did you say?
It's 59 is the season low, 60 is the ASUN low, so we tied that. That was upstate, 60 is upstate as well. And season low field goal percentage.
Thank you.
Start with Coach.
I think for the most part, we thought that they controlled the game from start to finish. We got a little out of kilter offensively. Obviously, shot selection was a big part of that. And then when you don't make shots, you don't make free throws, it became a little demoralizing. We didn't handle that great, and ball stuck a little bit, or actually a lot tonight. And those are some things we got to get solved very quickly. Our defense was good enough to win the game, because our offense was absolutely atrocious.
What, Joe, just, we've talked about some teams will just have a crappy night, but I mean, it's like everybody had a crappy night, from the free throw line, from the three, on finishing drives, everything.
It was contagious. We were bad all around. Give them credit. They obviously jammed the lane and made us. We were hitching at some shots and doing some things that I hadn't seen this year, which is frustrating. But give them credit, and obviously they guarded at a high level, and they made enough plays in order to keep us at bay.
Thanks to thanks to Brandon's big flurry toward the end, but also Christian's three-pointer. You had a chance to pull this thing off at the end.
It was a chance, and then we had a couple misses that we had a late second one where we offensive rebound. The turnovers and the shot selection were the story of the night. Our shot selection, we've got to trust each other and trust the offense to move the ball a little more. We didn't do that tonight.
Brandon, it was a tough shoot night out there for everybody, man. What, through a player's eyes, what was that like? And I mean, it's got to be very frustrating for everybody.
Yeah, definitely. We kind of look for our shot on the first screen, off of the first screen, instead of moving the ball. So like Coach said, we took a lot of bad shots. A lot of that was on me, 6 for 19. And, just got to look to get my teammates involved more, and instead of doing too much. So, it was just one of those nights. Credit to Lipscomb. They played great from start to finish. But we couldn't get it going, and that's when we had to rely more on our defense, but we just couldn't get it there. So it was bad from our perspective.
Were they doing anything? The lane seemed clogged quite a bit. I mean, they were playing mostly man, but they really seemed to clog the lane.
Good job backing up, and obviously when you go 4 for 19 from three, everybody shrinks to court, and then when we did get to the free throw line, when you go 10 for 19, we also missed 4 in front ends of 1-on-1s. So those things right there, when you do draw fouls, you gotta, those things are all things that all add up.
This has got to be really, really angering and disappointing, Joe. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. It's a home court and everything.
Well, it's very disappointing.
How do you get these guys to bounce back for, you got a tough game Saturday night?
They kind of saw a great win tonight on the road.
Yes.
And I think it's a character game. We have to see what type of character we have and how we can change this very quickly.
What, Kennesaw State, you had a tough tussle with them up there. Pretty good rebounding team, a very good three-point shooting team, another very good three-point shooting team. What's the keys on Saturday?
The last game, I believe 3 of their guys with Williams, Masterson, and Ray combined for 60 to 72. So obviously we can't let those guys get rolling like they did last time, and I think a lot of it will be contingent upon how we can, obviously guard. We guarded well enough with there. We didn't shoot the ball with there very well either. So hopefully we can, Coach Skinner's a veteran coach. He'll have his guys ready, and we got to get back and regroup tonight in the mall and figure it out.
Kind of a character check game, isn't it, Joe?
Very, very big character check game.
Brandon, your thoughts on rebounding on Saturday? I bet you're probably ready to go out there right now.
Yeah, definitely ready to bounce back. I know the guys are looking forward to, rebuilding off of this game. And like I said, we got to box out and rebound and look to push and definitely focus more on our shot instead of rushing or taking the first open shot. Getting a rhythm on offense. That'll be one of our main keys, because we haven't been shooting the ball well at all. I don't think in conference or last couple of games. So we just got to get back to practice and really focus on what we do best.
Did you sense anything in the shooting around tonight at all that clang, clang, clang? I didn't see a lot of that in the shooting around.
I thought we had pretty good energy in shoot around. Honestly, guys were focused, making shots, but we didn't. That didn't translate onto the floor. We didn't communicate as well, and it's just one of those games. You just got to bounce back and regroup.
Brandon, at times, you looked a little frustrated. I know Zach looked frustrated. What was it that they did to really frustrate you guys? And it looked like they just clogged the lane. Didn't really give you any space to kind of move in there.
Yeah, I was just frustrated, missing free throws. It was easy shots, and just frustrated. We couldn't get a rhythm going, honestly, and we would get a stop, and then we'll just either take a bad shot or something bad happened. So we were just really trying to find what we could do, and we just couldn't get it going.
Joe, after the free throws Miller made with 18 seconds left, looked like maybe rushing a little bit much for the three, or did you want him to go ahead and get one up for an offensive
we were
rebound?
Going for 2 and got a 3.
I'm sorry?
We were going for a 2 and got a 3.
Oh, okay.
We were going for a quick 2 to make it a one possession game and try to lengthen it, but we ended up driving and getting an open 3, which we said if you have a 2, obviously take a 2, but you get an open 3.
Okay.
And then we obviously rebounded the ball, and then we turned it over. But we were going for a quick 2.
Okay, that makes sense.
With Morant getting 2 fouls in the beginning and Zach ended up fouling out, how does foul trouble impact the game late on?
Well, I mean, it did. I mean, obviously Zach didn't, have a great night and only played 25 minutes, but we each had 2 quick ones. I thought we played out. It was 28 all at the half. We were able to play out of it at the half, and we thought Trey gave us some good minutes, and then they played small a lot in the second half. With Premier not playing, they played small quite a bit, which limits the ability for Trey to play in a lot of instances. So, but I thought that we got out of the first half with those guys with 2 fouls, and it was a tie game, so we played out of it.
What's the status on Christian? I understand he just rolled it yesterday and was a game time, so think he'll be back Saturday?
No idea.
Okay. Would he have made much of a difference tonight, do you think, Joe?
Play with who you have, and you don't know whether he's going to make shots or not make shots. You obviously like to have one of your starters out there, but he wasn't. They had a guy out too, so I mean it's all part of this time of year.
Marquette got one of his first start this season. What do you think that he gave you in his minutes? And
he had a good stretch, especially in the first half. Got us, he kept us in there. He had about 6 straight points and broke out on a little bit of a roll, and gave us some good minutes. 17 and 11 is a nice night, and did some really good things for us.
1,000th career point as an Eagle. What does that mean for him? What does that mean for the program?
Good accomplishment for him. We're appreciative. He's the first guy that committed when we got here, and it was good to see him. That accomplishment for him, and had a good night.
You called your offense atrocious. How do you fix it?
We gotta get the ball moving. I mean, it can't be we're gonna try to score on the first pass, first side. I mean, statistically, we know that. We talk about it, and sometimes you have to learn hard lessons. We learned a hard lesson tonight.
Yeah, the ball kind of stuck, I thought.
Stuck. It was in glue.
Coach,
There were a couple times where you were just adamant and really livid at the officials. How did they call the game?
They just called it. Can't comment on officiating.
Coach, despite the bad offense, your bench did have 16 points compared to their 4. How, especially in a close game like this, how influential is the bench that they can give the starters a lot of rest?
Carlisle gave us some good minutes today. He gave us some real nice minutes and Trey didn't. It was just a hard matchup. I mean, Saturday be a little bit better matchup for him with Williams. He'll be able to play some more minutes, and I thought Reggie was solid. I did, for the most part. So I just, they gave us some things, especially to Trey and Christian.
Thanks, guys. Will you hand me that blue? Thanks, Brandon.